anyway, so that's where I was going with all of that. I do want you to understand uh, there are no perfect gardens. There are no perfect gardeners. Um, Gardening is messy. Life is messy, and I want to be able to show all of that to all of you going forward. So, like I said, like, subscribe, comment if you like this content. Follow along with me. Learn with me. Good morning, everyone. I always say good morning. I don't know what time it is where you are. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the case. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, I just wanted to maybe walk and talk this morning, and I realized here recently that I've never really introduced myself, nor have I introduced the channel. So, this morning I just thought I would take a little time to do that with you guys and uh, talk about who I am and why I am posting anything on YouTube, how all that got started, maybe a new direction on where I want to go with YouTube. But anyway, stick with me for just a few minutes. This will be a short video, 5, 6, 7 minutes. Who knows, maybe 10. But just wanted to introduce myself, introduce the channel, and we'll discuss all of that. Man, something's getting after my strawberries. All right, so my first berry predators. I have to figure that one out in a little bit. So first off, who am I? So I am Danny. I live in East Texas. This is my dog Finley. He is my garden buddy. He watches out and makes sure I'm doing everything right. At least that's what I tell myself. But yeah, so I'm Danny. I live in East Texas. I'm a very new gardener. I started late last spring. I actually didn't get my first U-shaped raised bed built till probably the end of February. Maybe I got it filled with soil the first week of March, and I started throwing stuff in it. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just watching YouTube and throwing things in it, tomatoes and peppers mostly, and um, so everything is new to me in gardening. This is my first. I call this my red shirt sophomore year. I feel like last year I was kind of late to the game, right? And so I didn't burn my red shirt, so I get to be a red shirt sophomore this year. But so that's me. I'm learning as I go. Watch a lot of different YouTube channels from really all over the place, but just trying to learn and get new ideas about how I need to go about gardening. I've also just really gotten myself into woodworking. My dad is a great woodworker. I feel like my dad can build anything. If you ask him to build something with a 2x4, I think he could figure out how to do that. Maybe he turns the 2x4 into three. I don't know, but I'm have been growing with that interest in woodworking and building. And really, to be honest with you, the raised bed really triggered that and got it rolling even more. Um, I got to use a skill saw, and I just not used to doing that very often, uh, and that really kind of drove me. Oh, hey, I can do this. I didn't realize that I really could do that, and so anyway, one raised bed turned into what, 5 or 6 now. But I'm also building some planter boxes, cedar planter boxes, which is really fun. And that all kind of started because I needed something to put my figs in. Yet another interest. Maybe I've got a little bit of ADHD or something. I don't know. And I'm not making light of that, but I seem to bounce around from this or that. And um, I guess at 50, I'm just starting to get a lot more interest in different things. I talked about it in a recent video, an empty nester and not chasing kids all the time anymore, and basketball and track and tennis and football and band. And I'm not doing all that anymore. And so I'm starting to really find that I'm getting interested in different things. And gardening has really opened the door for a lot of new things to me, and I'm really enjoying everything that being in the garden and building and woodworking is bringing to my life. So, one of the things I did kind of want to talk about too is why in the world am I, a 50-year-old beginner gardener, posting anything on YouTube? And so there is a simple explanation to that. Watching all of the different YouTube videos, trying to learn different aspects of gardening, I came across the hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025. And part of that challenge is posting videos, first, planting the seeds, and then kind of giving updates, and you're supposed to do all of that on YouTube. And so I first posted my first video, and I think it might have gotten 100 likes, and or views. I'm sorry, not likes. I'm sorry, 100 views. And I was like, oh wow, that's kind of cool, And so I kind of began to just start posting videos, and I really just jumped into it. Y'all, if by chance you've gone back and watched some of my first videos, they were terrible and they're still terrible. I know that they're terrible, but I have fun doing it. And I think that's really why I keep posting on YouTube. It's just because it's fun. I enjoy doing this. It gives me something to do. Um, my kids are all older now. We kind of discussed that, but a couple of them are really good at graphic design, computer graphics, and video editing and all of that. And so it gave me a chance to spend some time with them too, kind of in a fun, joking way, but them teaching me how to edit videos for YouTube. I'm still not good at it, but I'm doing it myself now. I'm not having to ask them for help. But that is really kind of how the whole YouTube posting got started. Now, what is this channel really about? Up to this point, I really haven't had a great direction, and I'm not saying that I have a direction going forward either, but maybe I have a little better idea of what I want to do with YouTube. But up to this point, I've just been really kind of documenting the things that I'm doing and how I'm doing them. Honestly, selfishly, it's really for me so that I can go back next year and remember, oh, okay, I did this and it was a complete disaster. Or I could say, hey, that worked awesome. I'm going to use that same soil mix that I put together for my potatoes. Selfishly, that is why I started. But now I kind of think, as I watch different YouTube channels, man, everybody's really, really good at YouTube, or good at YouTube and good at gardening. They've been doing this for years and years and years. I haven't. So it kind of made me think for a minute, hey, there's surely other people out there like me that are just getting started, that maybe they've grown a few things in the past, but they've never really had a raised bed, or maybe they've never built a raised bed, or they've never built a raised bed of any size. Maybe they're just container gardeners and they're interested in expanding to raised beds. Maybe all they've ever grown is a tomato and they've never grown peppers or cucumbers. Um, Maybe they've never built a trellis system. I haven't either. Everything you've seen me do in these past videos has been my first time. I'm learning right along with all of you. And so, really kind of made me think about why I'm doing this and maybe where I want to go with a YouTube channel. I have no idea if this video is going to get 10 views or 150 views or 10,000 views. Most likely 10. But the fact of the matter is, what I think I want to do is begin to do better at showing and discussing uh, the first timer aspect of this, and hopefully give other new gardeners a sense of realness, because we watch all of these different channels and their gardens are amazing and they're huge, and you know, they know how to do this and they know how to do that, and they know what to plant on June the 2nd to June the 3rd before midnight, or they know to plant this on the third full moon after the first half moon in January. It's, you get what I'm saying. This is my first time. I can't come to you with the 5 best crops to plant in June. I don't know. I'm watching videos just like all of you, and I'm learning as I go as fast as I can. But I want to share that experience with everyone that's watching these videos. I'm a new gardener. If you're a new gardener, you found the right place if you want to understand what it's like to succeed and to fail. And that's another thing I do want to do going forward is I think I fell into that same trap that everybody else does. They want to show the good in everything. That's social media, right? I mean, everybody lives their best life on social media. Um, I want to show you my failures as well, and that'll be something coming. Some of the things that I've built this year did not turn out like I hoped. I mean, they're still okay, but I'm going to have to tear some of it down and start over. But then I built a string trellis back. You can't see it in this shot, but man, it's perfect. I had no idea it was going to work as well as it did when I built it, and so I want to be able to share some of that with all of you as well. So real quick, I'll show y'all some of the things I'm going to talk about. I mentioned the string trellis that I built that has been such a success. This is what I'm talking about. I did post a video, and if I can figure out how to do it, I will put the link here to this trellis. Um, I'm very surprised. I did not truly expect it to work as well. Now, I do have a monstrosity of an Everglades tomato that is all mixed into it, but good grief, y'all. Look at all these little tomatoes. That's something else I didn't know. I was excited about the Everglades tomatoes, but I didn't know they're like a spoon tomato. They're little tiny tomatoes, but man, they pack a punch. Great tomato flavor. But this trellis is going to house my cucumbers, my Kahari melons, and they're already stringing their way up or climbing their way up the strings. So this was one of my, what I can already, I think I can call this string trellis a big success. Now, will I put an Everglades in it next year? Probably not. That might have been a mistake, but um, it is working very well. And you can see how well it's holding up that Everglades tomato that is really taking over that string trellis. But let's also look at one of Danny's mistakes. So I think this string trellis idea over here, while it was a good one, was poorly executed. I wanted to get the height that I needed so that I allowed the tomatoes to grow up to about 8 or 9 feet before needing to lower the tomato hooks. What I did not account for, and I hope you can see that in this, but what I did not account for was the 4x4s trying to warp. They're bending under the weight of all the tomatoes, and that's yet another mistake we'll talk about. But don't plant too many tomatoes. But you can really see and probably see very well on this one just how much weight is being pulled on these 4x4s. I just never expected them to bend like that, and now at this point they're warped because of all that weight. So that is one thing that I don't want to call it a fail, because I think we don't fail unless we quit. But and I'm not quitting for sure, but I think this is definitely something I can learn from and do a little better of next time. So I'll probably just wrap it up there. Probably already went longer than I'd planned on anyway. By the way, these are the planters that I'm building right now, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'm covered in sawdust. But I'll end it there. I just wanted to kind of introduce myself, introduce the channel, talk about where I've been, where I'm going. I'm still learning YouTube as well. It's all new to me, just like gardening is, just like woodworking is. But going forward, I do want to be more real with all of the new gardeners or anybody that's watching out there, to follow along. And I will not only show you my wins, but I want to show you my losses too. I think I've said this before, but we celebrate our wins, but we truly learn from our losses. And so I want to show y'all those losses, because I want you to understand, hey, I tried this, it didn't work. So maybe that'll save you some effort. But I would also appreciate if you liked and subscribed and commented for sure. Leave me comments. You know, maybe you've tried something that I'm trying and it didn't work. Let me know what that is. Maybe you tried something and it did work, and you asked me, hey, try this. I'll try it, and I'll show it to you. I love experimenting. All of these figs are propagated. Not all of them are propagated, but you get my point. I love experimenting and playing around with new things and trying to learn from them. But anyway, so that's where I was going with all of that. I do want you to understand there are no perfect gardens. There are no perfect gardeners. Gardening is messy. Life is messy. And I want to be able to show all of that to all of you going forward. So like I said, like, subscribe, comment if you like this content. Follow along with me, learn with me, grow with me. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hey Finley, did you knock this plant over? I'll fix it for you. He just thinks he knows how to do everything. Silly dog.